Right, just wanted to say, right, round of applause to the Virgin. Bravo, bravo. You know, I give credit when credit is due. Like, I was just about to do a video on you, and then you done a video on me, and then I watched your video, and then I went on your community post. But no, it was a good try. It was a good try. Probably best not to fuck with me though, because remember last time when I had you literally crying and running to the police like the little bitch that you are. You done it. You got owned so badly. Put it this way, it was worse than when your mum's boyfriend had you up against the wall, begging for mercy. Like that's literally how bad it was, and that was pretty bad. But to be fair, I did say to Corey that yesterday that it would be very unfair if I can own the Virgin's boyfriend, aka Red Star, and then not completely rip him to shreds, because that would just be completely rude and completely arrogant and disrespectful if I didn't do the same to the Virgin himself. So I'm going to completely rip him to shreds now. So I watched the video, and to be honest with you, I laughed. I laughed a few times at it, and I genuinely was thinking in my head, if you carry on this sort of comedy show, you might actually have sex for the first time. You might actually be able to get laid in maybe about 15 years. You might finally be able to say that you had sex and you're no longer a virgin. A, and B, you might actually be able to pull a normal woman that isn't disabled, that can string a sentence together, and doesn't resemble Oompa Loompa and Little Bastard combined. So, I mean, that's something to look forward to. But to be honest with you, you'd probably have to fix your ugly rat face and actually get some teeth in that ugly mouth of yours. So, probably women would still probably reject you, probably harder than Britney did, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I mean, that's that. I mean, the thing that made me laugh the most on the live stream is the fact that you were saying about how, well, I got a bed and I could show it, but then you don't show it. I mean, because you don't have it. Because everything that I was saying about you all of these years is the truth. But you're not just bedless. You're bedless, you're brainless, and you're toothless. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you're a few different lists. I mean, I wouldn't be telling somebody about how they're living and saying that people live with their mum when you don't even have a bed. You literally don't even have a bed, which is what most people have. But we'll get onto the mum thing earlier, anyway, later on. Anyway, so it's crazy. So I went on your, which was what the video I was going to do. I went on your channel earlier, and I read the paragraph that you wrote, the virgin paragraph that you wrote, because you are a virgin, and it said about how you know you were sticking up for women and you were simping, and I don't really understand people like you. You need to really help me understand. So you're a virgin, you have a disabled girlfriend that don't talk, that don't give you sex, you've never had a normal girl, never had a normal girlfriend, but yet you're sat there sticking up for women and defending women because I said one accurate thing which I could actually back up with evidence. I don't understand simps like you, and I'm not just referring to you. I mean, it's a few people. You know, I will say like an accurate thing like, oh, like women are stuck up or whatever it is, not, you know, offensive, but something that I could actually prove. And you get all of these simps like Virgin Boy, who's never had sex, that can't even get a normal woman, or people that can't even get a woman, or they'll all be there to their rescue to save them and defend them, yet you've had more women than them. Anyone would think that, you know, anyone would bloody think that you're the one that's never had a woman and they have, when it's literally the other way around. But they're so thick that they don't actually realise that simping never gets them laid. They're sticking up and licking women's asses. They're sticking up for women and licking their asses when you've been with more women than them and they can't even get laid themselves. I know it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but I mean that's generally what they do, and we'll get onto the pulling thing in a minute, Virgin Boy. You know, hold on a minute. But the first thing you said was skimp. now, generally, I'm in a bit of a dilemma here, right? I don't know what is more sadder, the fact that you're actually skint yourself, or the fact that you come on YouTube every single day, showing your little money that you probably got from sucking your dad's dick, to try to convince people that you've actually got money. I mean, okay, let's just start with this. What would give people the impression that I'm skint and you're not skint? You got no bed. You wear shitty clothes. You've got no assets. It took you to 30 years of age to go abroad. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, you're living that skint life. Now that doesn't really prove that you're skint yet though, does it? It proves 80% that you're skint. That, I mean, you don't even got your own house. That's another thing, which we'll get onto your with the housing thing in a little bit. So, do you remember now? Wait, before I get onto that, I need to ask you this question, because this is a very important question. You know when your mum's boyfriend had you up against the wall, and he smashed your head, the same time when he broke your arm? Did you develop any kind of dementia, any kind of memory loss, or because? Do you remember the money game and how the money game works? I'll remind you. So I showed you thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds for months and months and months and months and months, and you didn't show me a damn thing. The whole part of the game was I show money, you double the money. You got shown 6 grand, and you couldn't show me a damn thing. That, along the lines with the fact that you didn't go abroad until you was 30, you wear charity shop clothes, you've got no bed. All the evidence points to you being skint. And anyone that don't lick your ass like Red Star will tell you exactly the same thing. You are skint. That's why you call people skint, because you are skint yourself. So that's out the way. And you ain't even got any assets but a few shitty cheap guitars. That's another thing. Now, here's another thing. You was talking about my nose. I've got a big wobbly conker, big nose, and I'm this and I'm that. Well, here's the thing. I haven't got a big nose. And if I did have a big nose, I'd rather have a big nose than have that fucking ugly rat face that you were born with. That Gale Platt disabled face with them triple chins, with your balding, ugly, ain't being able to grow facial hair arse, lanky, skinny, fucking toothless, fucking broken disabled arm like you are. I would rather have a big nose. Now, here's the thing. You go on about how I'm this and how I'm ugly, but why is it that you're the only one that can only get disabled women? I mean, you said over the years how I've never had a girlfriend and rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat. You've had 2 girlfriends, and both of which were fucking disabled. It's so mad how I'm so ugly, but I've had all the women that you wish you could get. Morgyn, fucking a 19-year-old, Sig. I'm so ugly that you're the one that has to resort to disabled Oompa Loompas. Yeah, that's how ugly I am. And bro, stop this whole, you live with your mum, you live with your mum, you live with your mum. Now here's the thing, I don't live with my mum, and you've been using that same insult since I was about 18. Your mum starved you, your mum disowned you, your mum doesn't want anything to do with you, which is probably why you're so salty that people of 18 and 19 once lived with their mum, because your mum didn't want anything to do with you. That's why you're so fucked up, because of your childhood. You literally got starved almost to death. You literally got put into hospital by your mother, which makes me laugh. When you come in here acting like you're some kind of big man, it's cute. I mean, I've had a big mouth. I'd be guilty of it. But guess what? I've backed up a lot of my talk. I've been in encounters, I've been in fights because of this community. Here's a question, virgin boy who got starved by his mum. Was you a big man when you couldn't go to certain events for 3 weeks. No, you wasn't. Was you a big man when, you know, when your mum was almost starving you to death? Was you any kind of big man then? Was you any kind of big man when your stepdad had you up against that wall, making you scream, and then he broke your arm, which is still there, by the way. Anyone who wants to see it, ask the Virgin to go live, and he's got twists on his arm that needs snapping back into place. It's funny how you was never a big man when any of these encounters was happening, but you expect us to believe that a lanky, stringer, toothless, weak little bitch like yourself is about anything. Kid, I think it's time to come off of YouTube and get laid. It's really, really embarrassing. I mean, that in itself is just talking about yourself. I can't attract women. Brother, I've attracted women that you still can't get out of your head. I've attracted so many better women than you that you used to start stalking them and messaging them because of your jealousy. Now, the only reason you didn't attract these women is because of your ugly rat face, which is what I've tried explaining to you numerous times. Think about it like this. I'll leave you with this. There's a reason why you can only attract disabled women that can't talk, that look like Oompa Loompas. And there's a reason why I can pull normal women. Just leave you with that. Just leave you with that, bro. Yeah. But it was a good try, but don't you ever try and sit in your fucking Virgin Kent care home again with no bed in it and think you can fucking do a video of me. Fucking virgin. Bye bye now.